My dear friend, prepare tonight for one of the most brutal recitations of the facts that you can imagine. I don't know how to say it other than to tell you this is the truth. You may not like it. You may not like it. You may like it. It may offend you. I may offend you by what I am saying because I don't care whether people are offended so long as it is the truth. Period. End of discussion. Listen, my friends, and listen good to me. Number one, the president, tonight's, by the way, is called The F Word Heard Round the Swamp. Why Trump's saying F word, F word. I don't want to say it necessarily, but I could, but I don't want to. Why it is brilliant, not scandalous. I elect from time to time to say certain things in particular ways, using different phrases. I don't say literally, I don't say bruh, I don't say a lot of things. Sometimes the F word I think is important. Sometimes I think it's critical. Sometimes I don't. As long as it is not a substitution for wit, everything is fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Everything is just absolutely great. So the question that I have, and I think most people ask, is very, very simply put, why is everybody making a big deal out of this case? I will tell you. Because we are a country of retards. Now that I will use, okay? We're children. I don't know how to say it other than we're children. And this is a big story because, he said it. Forget what he's talking about. Forget the fact that he will not come to grips with the fact that we didn't bomb anything. There was no bombing in Iran. Nothing. Stop it. That is the issue. I don't know how to say it any other way. That's the issue. Why is this so difficult for people to understand? Why are we having such a... I do not understand why this is such a big deal. Maybe somebody can tell me. Maybe you can tell me. I don't know. I don't know what I swear to you. He said F. Great, terrific. So what? Children say it. It means nothing. But the real issue is, what was he saying it about? Now, believe it or not, I hope you received today's email or today's, dare I say, today's, what would you call it? Today's newsletter. It's a doggone good one. I hope you saw it. I hope you appreciate it. But let me explain that to you, okay? First of all, it doesn't really matter. He says it. Number two, please, Mr. President, please stop saying that you perform something which is tantamount or akin to Nagasaki or Hiroshima. For the love of God, sir, please, please, please don't say that. Please. We beg of you, sir. I hope you understand this. You've been had, bamboozled, swindled. You have been sold a sack of shite regarding Israel and Iran and how you're going to bomb and destroy the nuclear program. It's a joke. You've been lied to, sir. And some of the biggest liars right now are people like Pete Hegseth and others. And Tulsi Gabbard, I'm so disappointed. Grow a pair and basically quit. What are you doing? Is there anyone listening to me seriously? Is there anyone who honestly, truly, actually, literally believes that somehow we knocked out the uranium enrichment programs of the three sites mentioned? The West was told, Iran was told, everybody today. I was listening again to the great Judge Napolitano, God bless him, and everybody with him, and the Aaron Mates, and the Max Blumenthals, and the Douglas McGregors, and everybody else. Thank God. Thank God for this. Is there anyone anywhere who truly, literally, seriously, honestly understands that there was nothing there. How do we say this? It's that simple. Now it's time to move on. It's time to move on. You're fixated by this. You don't. It never happened. You were lied to. You were lied. You've been lied to by Netanyahu, by everybody else. Sir, in the name of God, please stop it, sir. Stop it. Stop this. Stop. I beg you. I beg you. Let it go. Just take your stuff and go home. Yes, it's wonderful that these pilots flew 36 hours. Air tankers, refuelers. Yes, it was the most incredible thing anybody's ever seen. My God, it was incredible. Okay, enough. Here's a word: bullshit. You have been played by Bibi Netanyahu, and what you do is you should call up him and everybody else and say, I did what I was supposed to do. Thank you for your support. Now that's it. I satisfied my debt. I am done with this. We're moving on. We are through. Now I'm going to go to NATO. And what he should have told those people is, I have nothing to do with you people either. What is taking him so long? I don't understand it. I love the man. I've not in any way turned my back on him. I've not for a moment. I love the man. But he gets involved in this stuff that doesn't make any sense. He wants to be a tough guy. He wants to be I don't know what he wants to do or why. I don't know why he says these things. I don't know why he involves himself in these things where he wants to be tough and he loves military and he loves bombs and planes. It never happened. It's bullshit. You spend $100 million for a hoax. It was nothing. This whole thing is stupid. Do you hear what I'm saying? Is there anyone who honestly believes, no, he's doing the right thing? Oh, no, he's right. Iran poses an existential threat to the United States. Are you kidding me? Enough. Enough of this. That's like years ago when we were talking about COVID. One day, the stuff that we're saying now, we couldn't have said before. For some reason, it's better now. I don't know why. We went through this bullshit before, and we listened to him, and we tolerated it. And we said, but it's not true. Well, be careful. Well, now we know it's true. And we're going to say the same thing now regarding this Iran. It's nonsense. And next is going to be Gaza. What are you going to do? The world has had enough with this. Nobody is buying this anymore. Mark Levin, Shapiro, whatever you want to call it, AIPAC, I don't know. It's over with. You don't want to call it genocide? Don't. Call it massacre. Enough with October 7th. It's not. You can't keep telling us this to justify what you're doing to these people. We're through. We're done. Mr. President, enough. We've got, okay? Is there anyone here? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone who really believes this? Do you really believe that all of this is worth Hamas destroying, killing tens of, I don't know how many innocent people because of Hamas? Are you believing this? Tell me you're not believing this anymore. Tell me. It's the most incredible thing I've ever heard in my life. Enough. Enough. It's over with. It's COVID. It's done. You can't do it anymore. We don't believe this. It's like somebody believing in phrenology or witchcraft. Okay, the next issue. Zoran Mamdani is going to be the next mayor of New York. Now, what I hope people do is I hope the business leaders get a hold of them and say, listen, we'll let you pretend to be whatever. But if you think you're going to do to have free buses, he can't do this. He's the mayor. It's bullshit. He's a child. He's a TikTok or a kind of a social media influencer. That's it. That's all he's ever done. Period. That's it. Everybody's getting bent out of shape as they get it through your head. New York City, like a lot of places, are filled with stupid people that we think are stupid. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to like this, but let me tell you something. They think you're just as stupid in wanting to vote for Trump. They don't understand how you can vote for Trump. They don't understand it. They think you're out of your mind. They think he's a fascist. And what am I going to do? Spend my time correcting them? No. But they think you're crazy too. So what do you want to do? You want to change their mind? You can't change their mind. You try to put up candidates that do better. You try to maybe put up a better narrative. I don't know what to tell you. But there are people who like him. There are people who like Marco Rubio. There are people who like these idiots like Kash Patel. There are people who like him. He's an idiot. Do you see what he's doing now? Now he says, oh, we have information regarding China. Another one. I don't believe anything he says. America doesn't understand. We have idiots and assholes running this country. It depends where you are. And you can run. You can say, well, I'm going to leave New York. Go leave. Get out. We don't need you. Go ahead and leave. I'm going to leave because of this? What are you talking about? No, I'm not going to leave. I was watching on Alex Jones, who's better than anybody else. Joy Reid. Joy Reid is a stupid, crazy, radical, racist black woman who says stuff I don't understand. And I don't care. It's Joy Reid. So what? So what? See, I don't know. I'm going to leave my party. Leave the party. You're Joy Reid. Nobody gives a shit. Go ahead. He's on with Charlemagne, whoever they put. Go ahead. Okay, terrific. Wonderful. Fantastic. Great. Wonderful. So what? We actually said, oh, she says she's going to leave the party because good. She thinks Jasmine Crockett is the good. Tiffany Henyard still is there. She hasn't been arrested yet. Tiffany Henyard. Unbelievable. So, what I'm telling everybody, perhaps maybe the best I can, is to say to you and everybody else, stop getting so bent out of shape. Stop losing your mind. Is this what we've come to? Is this it? Is this seriously? Are we going to react to everything? They think you're crazy. I've got friends of mine who are in any other walk of life. They're good and wonderful people. But they think I've lost my mind because they think I'm somehow under the spell of Donald Trump. They won't talk to me. I don't care. What am I supposed to do? Leave? So many people are wasting their time. It's this, and they try the best. And they're always blaming Soros. George Soros isn't responsible for half of this stuff. Or they're blaming Murdoch. They're blaming Murdoch? Most people will say to you, I don't know what you're talking about. Murdoch, I don't watch Fox News. Or if I watch Fox News, I don't know. I like Trump or whatever it is. We say the same thing all the time. It's Murdoch. It's Soros. It's the World Economic Forum. It's the deep state. It's not even that. It's just a bunch of stupid people. Walk around. Look, it's stupid, oafish, uneducated people. Don't make it any more complicated than it needs to be. It's not that. It's not. Look how we go crazy over the F-bomb. Who cares? What I'm worried about is things that need to be articulated that we're not doing in the public. Because my problem is I'm the lone voice. Oh, there's a few people here and there. But I've given up a long time ago. You have to give up. It's like you're not going to change your family. You're not going to change people. You're just not going to do it. And you know who the biggest people are? The worst are. There's one thing about the left. They're the left because they're who they are, and that's crazy. The worst part of people that I know, the people who are of the right way, I don't even know what they're talking about. They talk this idea that somehow you have to be aligned with Israel and give Israel money we really don't have, or else you're an anti-Semite. That ain't coming from the left. That ain't coming from the left. Who's responsible for that? What are you going to do about that? And Trump, to his detriment, keeps playing into it. What do they own him? Do they own him? I don't. They're laughing at us. I was listening to today in the car. So you go, by the way. It's a beaut. I was listening to our friend, the wonderful Douglas. I mean, Douglas McGregor for sure, but Judge Napolitano. God bless Judge Napolitano. God bless. He's a godsend. And the Duran and others. If it wasn't for these people, I would have no insight whatsoever what was going on. Look at this. Bill O'Reilly, Glenn Beck, Candace Owens. I'm so sick of Candace Owens and Piers Morgan. Enough. Those aren't news people. That's not news. This is a news show. This isn't news. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's not news. It's a news show. It's people, the professional agitators. Bill O'Reilly and Glenn Beck arguing or not? Why? Junk yogurt? Shmuley Botiak? Captain Buttplug? What are you talking about? That's not news. That's gossip. That's for people who don't know. I guess maybe I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. But let me tell you what this story is. His name I was watching before, and it was unbelievable. Just a minute. I was listening to. Let me see. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna go to. Please do this. Judge Knapp. Here we go. Look at some of the great people. I was judging freedom. Phil Giraldi. He was terrific. Craig Murray, former diplomat, wonderful. Colonel McGregor, John Mearsheimer, Max Blumenthal, Scott Ritter, Jeffrey Sachs, Aaron Monte, Alistair Crook, Charles Freeman, Glenn Deason, Larry Johnson, Pablo Escobar, Pepe Escobar, Ray Govern, Larry Wilkerson, Colonel. It's just superb. That's the news. They're telling me what the news is. Pepe Escobar is worth his weight in gold. He is one of the most intrepid, brave, it's redundant, reporters, bar none. He is a treasure. He is a treasure. And unless you're listening to them, you're not going to know what's going on. That's up to you. I can't make you do it. I can't make you. Listen to the perspective. Listen to what Iran is saying. They've been saying before the attack. We don't have any, there's no weapon. The centrifuges are gone. Are gone. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm gone. Let me look at some of your things. This is interesting. John Billy writes, we are living in a new Gilded Age. We got conned by the billionaire class. They all rallied behind Trump. Do you remember that Elon and Zuckerberg were the biggest leftists a few years ago? Okay. And what do we do? What are we supposed to do? Okay, do me a favor. John, fine. This is the past. What do we do now? What do we do now? What do we do now? Water and vinegar spray, Sue. I don't know what that's about. I have no idea. Even now when I'm talking, people are talking about things that happened years ago. Carolina guy says, love your show, Lionel. Keeping an open mind and questioning everything. Keeps me coming back. Thank you. Thank you. What are we talking about now? Tell me now. What does the president do now? Stop saying things that we know. Well, the Bilderberg. No, stop it. What do we do now? We have to go on and tell people. You have to go on, get X accounts and say, everybody has to say in unison, stop doing this. Sal Angelo knows what he's doing. Sal said, I find that the F word is very effective. Not the Renaissance age. Have to speak in a language that the common folk will understand. Let me give you something which I think is interesting. As you know, I got a brand new book, a brand new definition book, which is wonderful vocabulary. Grams wrote it, Grams. And I want to give you something right now, and I want to show you something which I find is, to me, the most important. There are words that do not, there are words that are absolutely horrible, okay? And they're not bad words. They're not bad words. They're words that are, I can call you ugly or stupid or whatever. I can destroy a child. I cannot use the F-bomb. F means nothing. I can say things that are the most, let me see. I can use things or say things that are so horrible, so terrible, so petty, but I don't use the F. The F word is nothing. It's benign. This is school marmish. But I want you to listen to very good. This is a story which I did called, and it was very, very good. Let me see if I can put this together. It is called, yes. This is called the shit list. Shit is the best word. Not the F word. That's true. Shit. Shit is the most facile protean bar nut. It's perfect. Kind of innocuous. But it is so brilliant in its ability to explain. And I put together something, and I wrote something. I'm going to send this out to you. Perhaps maybe you'll like it. But I write, I abhor gratuitous profanity. Let me get this. Let me do something here. I want to read this to you. This is going out sort of in a newsletter. I don't know. People will just think it's gross because they'll miss the point completely. I love all words are innocent. All words mean nothing. Nothing. You understand what I'm saying? All words mean nothing. Let me see if I can get something here. And this is the best. Yes. This is called the prolific shit. The shit list. The American lexicon's most protean, versatile, and expressive word, full stop. Advisory. I abhor gratuitous profanity as a substitution for wit or merely to shock. That's not my style. But I'm mesmerized by the interplay of words and the contemporary argot. How we Americans in particular use stylized variations of the scabrous as bona fide, or bona fide, I should say, and specific renditions of legitimate thought. That's enough. Now think. Have I left any out? The shit list. It's not suggested, or it's been suggested incorrectly, that the most utilitarian F word is the most versatile word on our collective lexicon and argot. Wrong. You're full of shit if you think that. No, it's shit. In fact, shit's the shit. Its derivative, its derivation, its etymology prove interesting in this thinly veiled discussion or inclusion to give this coprolalia disquisition a flavor of linguistic panache. The word is derived and likely derived from Old English, having the nouns skite, S-C-I-T-E, meaning dung, attested only in place names, and skit, S-K-I-T-E, a diarrhea, and the verb skitan, meaning to defecate, attested only in beskitan, to cover with excrement. Eventually it morphed into Middle English shite and variations, diarrhea, shiten, defecate, all forms of words. So this is where this word comes from. It's important to understand where we get this word from and how we think about it. But to give you an idea, I put together in no particular order, this word, and I defy you to come up with anything even remotely like this, you involving the word, the F word, which is, nah, because this is it. And in no particular point, a shithole. What's a shithole? It's a terrible place. This is a bank. This is a shithole. This is horrible. We got to go. Why? It's a shithole. You understand what it means, right? Because understanding what I'm talking about is important. Bullshit, horseshit, ape shit, and bat shit, and chicken shit. Think about this. Bullshit, horseshit, ape shit, bat shit, and chicken shit. Can you explain this? Could you go and explain to a newly minted American what that word means? Could you? Could you explain to them? Could you say, well, let me take you through this. Let me take you through it, Sal Angelo. Let me explain this to you. Let me explain this thing, which is very interesting. Think about that. The shit remains the same, but the animal. Bullshit is one. It's the best word in the world. I have to tell you this. It denotes when something is baseless, specious, without merit. Horseshit is a version of bullshit, but it's kind of like more. It's more tame, more innocent. It's horseshit. Ape shit is when you go kind of. You become very, very overly fond of something. You become obsessed with something. You went apeshit over the new album or her or the girl. Batshit is when you go crazy. Chicken shit means de minimis, something which is a trifling. So horse, bat, chicken, ape, and bull. Think about that. Does F do that? No. Jack shit. Nothing. No shit. No shit doesn't mean jack shit. Jack shit is different. Jack shit, you don't know jack shit. No shit. You know, today was a day of today. We had a wonderful call on WABC this morning of it. Today is the day of a Little Bighorn. No shit. Dipshit. Idiot. Stupid. Dumbass. Full of shit. Full of shit's near bullshit. Full of shit to me is the worst. The worst. No shit. No shit. Dipshit. Full of shit. Scared shitless. A shitstorm, shithouse. Nobody's a shithouse rat. You know, built like a shit. I mean, there's all these shit. Normally it's a shithouse, something regarding it's of course an outdoor latrine or an outhouse of some sort. Shitstorm, obviously means something is so torrential, it's of note. Shithouse and brick shithouse. You're shitting me. You are shitting me. Shithead, shit for brains, dumb shit. SOL, shit out of luck. Think the varieties of this. And you know the gradations, the textures, the differences, the nuances. It's brilliant. Shit-faced. I shit you not. I shit you not. He was shit-faced. I shit you not. And it's not bullshit. Good shit. This is from the Carlin days. Don't know shit from Shinola. Shit a brick. Shit a brick. When you are just so shocked, like I shit a brick. I couldn't believe what was going on. Take or give. In a lot of European cultures, a lot of Italian, for example, you can make something. Take or to make. You make a piss. You make a defecation. You make you make. We take or give. To take a shit is obviously defecation, but to give, I don't give a shit that you took a shit. Give a shit is I could not care less. Shit eating grin. Shit happens. I couldn't give a shit. Shit or get off the pot. Shit or wind your watch. I love that one. Shit or go blind. Shits and grins. Shits and giggles. Eat shit and die. That's what these words are. You know what you can do? Eat shit and die. Caprophagia, which is very, very serious. You're in deep shit. When the shit hit the fan, shit's going down. Crazy as a shithouse rat. Shit on a shingle. That's from the military days of chipped beef on toast. Hot shit. Shit's Creek. Shoot the shit. Just talking, yakking. Shit for brains. Shit-faced. Drunk. A shit show. Complete disarray. Holy shit. Again, could be anything. Happy, sad. I'm sure that when Oppenheimer saw the bomb for the first time, he didn't remember Vishnu. Holy shit. shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The nuances. It's like for Cubans who like the word coño. Coño. Yo. How you say it. Shitless, shitload. Shit, yeah. Piece or pile of shit. De minimis is a piece. A pile is obviously by virtue of the size. It's more explicative of the degree of nonsense. To give a shit. I've already talked about that. Take or give. You're a deep shit. A dipshit. No shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock. Shit can't end. Don't shit where you eat. Shit just got real. Get your shit together. You lying sack of shit. The shitter, shitty. The shitter is just obviously that's kind of a variation of that. Shit kickers. Shit kickers are cowboy boots. You're talking shit. You're shitting me. Now I ask you this. Can you think of anything that is more prolific than that? Can you? No. Nothing. It's the most prolific. There is no other word of any kind that means so much based upon the attendant word, the auxiliary word, the explicative word, the adjectival connection. It is so brilliant, my friends. I don't even know how to put this into perspective. I do not know how to. It's the most, and it's wonderful, and it's good. And I will argue this till the day I die. It is one of the most important words around. Now, is anybody going to listen to me? No, because they don't understand, because people are children. Not only that, people are stupid. People are uneducated, but they're unthinking. They don't see the beauty of things. They don't understand. This is the depth that people deal with. The depth. It's a sad thing. Raul Rodriguez writes, when Trump said, F, I had a sense of relief. Well, it was frustration. I see nothing wrong with it. You know, Andrew Jackson cussed, Lyndon Johnson's cursed like a sailor. Read today's, I hope you're signing up for today's newsletter. Did you get it? I went through this. It's the most ridiculous non-story there is. And how we, in this world of filth and disgust and horror, we can actually pretend that we're upset by that. Stop it. Don't even insult my intelligence. That simple. Don't insult my intelligence. So that's it. So the thing I want to tell you very much is I want to thank you. And I do give a shit. And I shit you not. No shit. Because you got to have shit for brains not to understand what it is. And we have the best show in the world. We're the best people. I'm not about me, the personality type. Candace Owens is. Tim Pool. Those people are not. It's about them. It's about their take. Lex Friedman is not about Lex Friedman. It's about the guest. Joe Rogan is the same way. But to a lot of these people, it's about them. If they're not talking about them, I mean, I like him. He's very popular. But have you ever heard Bill O'Reilly ever say anything that just was so profound? His is attitudinal, his particular thing. Glenn Beck is somebody you think he's saying something profound, but you're not really sure what it is. It's like, what is he saying? And then Candace Owens with her straight in the street. Straight. It's stupid. It's in the street. It's straight down the street. But listen to Max Blumenthal. These people on the you can't get near him. He's not screaming and yelling. It's not horrible. Listen to Judge Napolitano. These people are great. Can't say enough. These are gentlemen. I didn't hear that absolute chidrulo. Piers Morgan. So I don't have time for this. I have time for this. And I know you're smart enough to realize and understand and recognize and appreciate when something is complex. Something that we do in regular life, something that's a part of our culture. So let me just say something to you. Let me just say to all of our good friends, to Raul Rodriguez and the extremely very kind, very generous Sal Angelo, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Carolina Guy, thank you so much. And thank you, dear friends, for watching. Let me remind you that tonight, 1 a.m., 1 to 5, overnights, WABC. Listen, tune in. I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk about this. But I'm going to be talking about it in a way I'm going to have to camouflage it, which is so stupid. It's not even funny. So stupid. You know what's so funny here? And you've said this before. On YouTube, you can say pretty much any word. I was listening to this. Don't ask me why. There was this porn. These porn stars, these old hard, just trollops talking about working with, and they were saying things which were pretty. It's okay if it fits your cup of tea, but they were discussing different sexual acts and different propensities that people have for a particular, and it was very very crude again, but it was legal. Now I couldn't say that on the radio, but I could refer to self harm. I could talk about certain during the COVID thing. People could talk about, different. It's weird. I can't say the F bomb, but I could talk about COVID remedies, ivermectin, and here we can say the F bomb, but we can't talk about it, or at least we didn't. It makes no sense. And the reason why is they always want to make sure that you are. It's called learned helplessness, where you were given inconsistent stimuli, inconsistent rules to tell you when to talk, when not to talk, to keep you confused and unsure of what to do. You understand this? You understand this? Okay. My dear friends, I thank you so much. Have a great and a glorious day. You have a terrific. Please follow Mrs. L at Lens Warriors. By the way, did you catch the latest? Just follow what we're doing. Lionel Nation. Make sure you are subscribed. And in the Diddy trial, they dropped some predicate acts. What does it mean? Nothing. They're going to hose that guy like you can't believe just because that's the way they do it. It's the way they do it. And he shouldn't spend a day in jail or prison because of what he did. For other things, yes, but not with what they charge. But that's for a different time. Have a great day, my friends. I love you to death. Don't ever change. I mean that sincerely. And until we meet again, accept my absolute love and affection, my appreciation for you having been with me for all these years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.